Philippines and Indonesian militaries indulged in a 5-day maritime training that started to enhance the readiness of both navies in addressing common maritime security concerns and interests. The one-week combined force training activity was being hosted by the Philippines. It includes personnel from the Naval Forces Eastern Mindanao, NFEM, and members of the Indonesian Navy 2nd Fleet Command. Lieutenant General Philemon Santos Jr., commander of Eastern Mindanao Command, spearheaded the opening ceremony of the first Philippine-Indonesia Maritime Training Activity, MTA, at the Naval Station Felix in Panakan, Davao City. 4 naval ships were used during the MTA. The NFEM deployed the BRP Apolinario Mabini and BRP Liberado Picker, while the Indonesian command utilized KRI Lang and KRI Pandarong in the exercise. First Admiral Rahmat Jahati, Commandant of Indonesian Navy 2nd Fleet Command Maritime Security Task Force, led the Indonesian delegates. He said the activity is in preparation for the future conduct of coordinated patrol along the common borders of the two countries in the Celebes Sea. The border between the Philippines and Indonesia lies mainly on a maritime boundary in the Celebes Sea. The two countries also have an existing trilateral maritime cooperation on border security with Malaysia that was finalized in 2018. A high-ranking military delegation of the Vietnam People Army, VPA, led by Senior Lieutenant General Phan Van Giang, Chief of the General Staff of the VPA and Deputy Minister of National Defense, was on an official visit to India. The visit was made at the invitation of Indian Army Chief and Chairman of Chiefs of Staff Committee General Bipin Rawat. Vietnam and India have effectively achieved annual cooperation mechanisms while paying heed to strengthening ties in border security, training, defense industry, UN peacekeeping operation, and strategic research, the host said. Earlier, General Jiang stated in Hanoi that Vietnam and India share a deep-rooted relations and the Vietnamese government, people in the army always attach great importance to further enhance its relations with India. General Jiang highlighted the expansion of defense cooperation between India and Vietnam in recent years, saying that the two sides have continued visits and meetings of senior military leaders. Vietnam will undertake its role as ASEAN chair in 2020, he said, adding that the Vietnamese Defense Ministry will host numerous military and defense meetings, including the ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting and the ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting Plus. He wished India would actively participate in and support Vietnam. Australian Defence Forces devising a strategy to develop high-tech soldiers and weaponized robots under a new program to modernize levels of protection and lethality for frontline troops. As China and other nations aggressively expand modern warfare technology, defense chiefs have adopted an accelerated plan, focusing on human-machine teaming to combine robotic systems and soldier capacity to achieve tactical advantage. The defense strategy, outlined in US tender documents lodged by the Defense Department, aims to integrate soldiers, robotics, artificial intelligence, sensors and data to boost frontline combat strike power. Major General Mick Ryan, who has championed new technologies, has predicted that by the middle of the 21st century, military forces will contain tens of thousands of robots and that decisions of human commanders will be informed and shaped by artificial intelligence.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like the channel and want to support, please support on Patreon or PayPal. The details are given below in the description.